third where you held up, or the last where you powered away?
It's probably, can I sit on the fence?
No.
It's a bit of both. As a coach, I think you talk about momentum in games, and they had a lot of momentum in this game, which we knew would be a challenge for us because they've done that all year. This is a genuine premiership contender that we just played who'd won 7 in a row, and we knew we'd have moments where we were under pressure, probably a little more than we'd like tonight, but we held in. We showed grit, we showed resilience. We had 30 D50 stoppages, and we were 1 goal 3 against. So that shows that the group just hung in, and so that's pleasing as a coach, because that's what we believe as a coaching group that gets it done in finals footy, the ability to defend when you're under pressure. But in the same breath, when we had our momentum, which we did, we were able to convert. We showed some real composure, some polish, where we finished our work off, and that in the end got us the win.
So what relief was there, those 2 goals at the end of the third quarter? What difference does that make to the way you approached the last quarter?
Yeah, well, it gives you that. It gives you some momentum into the last. A belief that if we hang tight, we can get it done. We were under pressure again. I think we came out and kicked the first 4 of the last. And that's where the game was won and lost. That's what people will look at. That was our opportunity, and we took that opportunity, which was really pleasing. But some of the work coming off a disappointing week last week, some of the work we'd done on just hanging in and being resilient, that was the most pleasing part from my point of view, and I think the players sitting in there at the moment feel really good about that.
How effective do you think your speed with ball movement is now?
Well, we still, when the opportunity's there, we feel like we're very good with the footy in hand. That's more challenging at this time of the year when you come to the middle part. And tonight was, at times it was extremely slippery. It looked like a bit of soap there for a period, but then dried out reasonably quickly. So I thought when that opportunity was there, I thought we used the ball really well. We maintained possession. We were able to shift it off the line and challenge them a fair bit with the ball in hand. But as the game went on, we had a conversation at half-time about what was going to get it done, and that was more of a strong, surging game. Get the ball in your front half, put them under pressure, and we thought that went both ways throughout that second half. In the end, we made the most of our opportunities.
What do you make of Rochelli's goal before three-quarter time?
We were discussing that one and Isaac's. That's the polish we're talking about. It's nice to have those guys there for when you need that little bit of talent just to knock the ball through. Those, I talk about Josh and Isaac and Lukey Pedler and Tex. We all know, he can find the goals. Darcy Fogarty's, very strong in front of goal. So to have those two go through, I'm not sure what the expected score from there is, but not many kick them. That's a bonus for us.
And then the fourth quarter where he kind of has the ball. It looks like he's going to snap. He's probably last year, Rochelli snaps, but then he finds Solidio. I mean, is that almost as pleasing to you?
Yeah, you're starting to see the things I like too. Yeah, we love that. And that got him straight off to the bench. No, he was a rotation was due, but that's even more pleasing than the snap on goal. And I'm glad you noticed it, and I'm sure our supporters do. For a young kid to learn so quickly that it's about team. And he loves team. He loves to celebrate. He's passionate about the game. Both he and Isaac have really worked on that part of the game to bring others in, and I thought that was outstanding. A real key moment to the game.
It's the second quarter too, Matthew. Where did you get the ascendancy? I know you capitalised on the scoreboard, but what generated that for you?
I think it was just the fact that we hung in. I thought, there's moments, there's key moments in the game. I think about Max Michaelani running down, not giving up in the goal square. Max played on a superstar of our game tonight, who ended up, I think he kicked 4. But I'd say that was a fantastic battle. And there were key moments where Max just didn't give up and just got a hand in, or just a chase down from behind. Riley O'Brien, a couple of really key moments where he just stood up in a big moment and just limited that score against us. When we were backs against the wall. They're the reason. They're the things that we really enjoy as a footy club, along with when we have our opportunity, sharing the ball, working as a team in offence. And then you have a former captain who I would say last quarter was hugely influential. Sloaney was unbelievable in that last quarter, which he's now been able to do a number of times this year. Just will us over the line.
His last quarter seemed to be almost more influential than earlier, which must be testament to, I guess, Virgil and the fitness staff and the work that he puts in. It's coming off what he's come off, and at his age, with all due respect to him. But it's a statement, isn't it?
Well, I mean, a lot of it, yeah. He's got some amazing people working with him, but deep down, it comes down to the individual. You didn't see a person work anywhere near where he has. He's, from a mental point of view, physically he went to work, but mentally he went to work as well. And he said the whole time, I'll be back strong, bigger and stronger than ever. He said faster than ever. But what he's doing at the moment, he's grinding out games for us. He's finishing off as strong as any. He's bought into team. He's a former captain of the club that starts on the bench for us at the start of a game because, he's all about team. So he's still leading by example.
I guess Taylor Walker kicks 3 goals, but he's probably a bit quiet today. I mean, how pleasing is it for you that you get the win, such a big win, without him, I guess, leading the way?
Well, he's leading in a different way, not necessarily on the scoreboard. There's things that Tex is able to do on the ground. He makes others stand taller just by him being out there. But we'll take 3 goals from Tex if we can get the win. I'd much rather that than Tex kicks 6 and we don't win the game. But he's obviously an important pillar for us ahead of the footy. He brings that experience. He knows how to win, so in those key moments he is stepping up, even if it's not by kicking goals.
And Ben Keys a lot more midfield today. I know he had the tag on Lockie Neal in the first half, but was that, I guess, partly down to the conditions as well, given, it was such a slog in there?
Yeah, a little bit about our personnel and about, the year and how it plays out. Keysy's done a fair bit of work ahead of the ball. It does become quite taxing on ball every week in, week out. So having, been a little fresher than maybe some of the others, it's a bonus for us to be able to put him in there, like we did tonight. Ben's background, he's played with Brisbane in the past, so he understands their midfield. He's got a lot of respect for their midfield. And so, first half we put Ben on ball and let him go to work. And in the end, I thought our mix-in on the footy, although we played a lot back of centre and we were under pressure, I thought they kept fighting the whole day.
Matthew, what's the scout like that do for the ambition of your group?
Well, it puts us in that, we spoke at the start of the season about we want to challenge the best. Well, I'd say they are one of the best teams in the competition. As I said before, seven wins in a row coming in. They're sitting second on the ladder and they're a genuine, they're a premiership chance. And they have been for a number of years.
You're telling us about Brisbane, but I want to know about your group. What does it do for their ambition?
Well, that puts us... We feel confident coming off a win like that against a very good side. We're going to continue to gain confidence. We're going to keep working on being confident. But we got another challenge ahead of us next week now. We've got to travel up to Darwin and take on Gold Coast, who, again, have come off a good win themselves against another team who put us away last week.
It must be great, though, for the belief. I mean, players have spoken that we do believe that we can challenge the best, and I've said that all year, but until you actually do it and get some results, I guess that proves that you're not just challenging them, but you're capable of beating the best, aren't you?
Yeah, we know we can fight with the best teams in the competition. And even off a poor performance, we still have belief. But when you come off a win like that, then the belief goes to another level. That's sometimes it's individual belief. I think you get together as a team, they'll enjoy this evening, they'll get around each other. The way we went about it gives us more belief because it's not all on our terms. It's, we had to bring a complete game tonight. We had to defend, we had to attack, we had to fight, and so we can be pleased with the fact that we got it done and it was a rounded game.
Is it a bit more of a special team song when you have, I guess, past Indigenous players of the club, April as well, who designed the Guernsey, involved in it?
Well, that's the first time I think we've won in our Indigenous Guernsey. So to have the past players there, to have Brenda there, Pat came in and presented an award for our best player at the end, where he'd made a carving for us. We were lucky enough to see Brenda's film during the week. So we got, I guess, more educated around the history of this country and some of the challenges it's been through. So to have those people in the circle, in the rooms, celebrating, a great win, that was really special.
Your fans vented a fair bit of frustration, suggest you weren't just playing Brisbane. Did you feel frustrated as well by some of the decisions made during this game?
It's funny because I get asked that when I come off. I'm looking at other things. There's, we're looking at what are we doing right, what are we doing, how do we turn the momentum. So I don't see it quite as clear as maybe some others do. The weeks if I do, then often I'm not coaching very well that night because I can get caught up in it. But no, I didn't really notice it tonight.
Thanks, guys.
Sorry, can I just check on Smith too?
Yeah,
Was it the back injury? But
Yeah, Brodie's,
carried from the week or?
Yeah, so Brodie was, he was close. In the end, wasn't quite right to play. So he'll have to do some work this week, and we'll do our best to get him back for the Darwin trip.
Cheers, guys.
Thanks, guys.